My name is Kosiso Gloria Ilechukwu, and I am the founder of Fragrance Planet. The early days, Fragrance Planet. It was just vibes. It was just let's just see how it goes. Let's just go with the flows. There was no proper plan. Funny enough, the business started as a joke. So I started the business because I wanted to pay my house rent. You get like a quick fix. Let me just do something and pay my house rent, and then I get done with that. But along the way, I find myself like making serious plans. You get for the business. So in the initial beginning, there was nothing. It was just vibes. Like, okay, let's just see how it goes. And yeah. Anxiety. I get really anxious, especially when one of my colleagues or my staff say, "Oh, let's go see. We need to talk." I'm like, "What is it? Talk is not another bad news again." The anxiety, and because I started my business on social media, so this social media addiction, most times we get carried away with scrolling, and so it's another thing. Social media addiction. Another one is the sleepless nights. Please tell me why ever since I started this brand, I haven't been able to get a good sleep, except maybe when I'm on bed rest or when I'm sick. But my sleep is being sacrificed. That one is, I never knew that one day I would be a leader where people have to look up to me, where people are following my footsteps. Typical me, I like to follow other leaders. I like where somebody is leading me, but I didn't think that I would have people looking up to me. Like, yeah. Behind the scenes struggle, I think, is balancing my work life with family. Sometimes we get carried away with hustling, and we don't even have time for our loved ones. And another struggle is, especially when it comes to making decisions for the business, you're scared of making the wrong decision. You question, sometimes you also question and second guess yourself. And then this issue of self-sabotaging yourself, I think sometimes it happens, but I have to keep reminding myself that yes, I am actually worthy of this and I actually deserve this. Yeah. So one stereotype that women face in business is most people actually downplay women's success. They feel that women cannot achieve anything without the help of a man. So if a woman buys a house or a car now and she's trying to celebrate her small win, everybody's asking, who is the man that bought you the house? Who is the man that bought you the car? But when a man buys the same thing, nobody is asking him, who is bankrolling you? Nobody is asking him, show me your sugar mommy. Why are you attacking the women? Why do you feel like women cannot achieve anything without the help of a man? Like, it doesn't even actually make sense to me. So yeah. It would be two. So I'm going to call it, the first one is Beastly, right? So there's a perfume by Fragrance Planet called Beastly, right? So Beastly is a perfume that is supposed to be for people who are courageous, people who are daring, people who are not, it's not actually for the weak. It's for people that are very, very strong. Yeah, my journey so far is not for the weak. It has been filled with a lot of ups and downs. But yeah, I think it's only the weak, the resilient, the disciplined, the stubborn, the consistent that can actually survive. So I'm going to name it Beastly. I'm also going to name it Toxic Love because it is sweet, but at the same time, it is toxic. It is bittersweet. Like, it is sweet, but at the same time, be careful, oh, just be careful. So yeah, Beastly and Toxic Love. One thing that is actually very, very hard that you guys do not even see is managing people. Obviously, you can't control people and how they behave or the outcome. So managing people is very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Trust me. It might sound like it's something small, but when you start managing lots of people, you're gonna go crazy. The second one is decision making. Sometimes we see the brand's success, achievement, plans, goals, everything, but there was a lot behind that there was a whole lot, because you're scared of making the wrong decision. Because if you make a wrong decision, I'm sorry, you have people that are also looking up to. So it feels like you're on a pedestal or on a spotlight to make the right decision. So it's actually very, very difficult. So you have to think carefully, you have to plan, you have to be careful in the kind of risks that you are taking. Because it's not just about you, especially if you're building a very, very big business or a big brand. It is not about you right now at this point. You're also thinking about other people, how your decision will also affect other people too. As your goals increases, I think your time just keeps reducing. It's not actually easy, especially if your goals are way, way too big. You might have to now cut out some unnecessary things that are not really worth your time. And if care is taken, you might even cut off talking to the man. What I mean is that as long as it is not really worth your time, you will not want to spend effort on it. You will not want to spend time on it. I think it all boils down to understanding. So when you find a partner that actually understands you and actually believes in your dreams, I think, yeah, he can actually compromise on some things too for you. Still not a reason for you to be selfish. Well, it's just like saying most rich men are proud, but that's just a mindset. I don't think that being rich equates to being proud. You also have some poor people that are actually very proud. So because a woman is successful and in business does not mean that she would not submit. We also have some women who are not successful and still they do not submit. So it's just your mindset. That's what I think. It's your mindset. You're just being insecure. Oh yeah, I think you need to work on yourself. Like I always tell people, is discipline and consistency. You see these two words, discipline, consistency. When you pair both of them together, right, then you're going to scale faster than your peers. Like another thing is trusting your instinct and your gut. So imagine if I had listened to lots of people about decisions in my business, I don't think I'll be where I am today, because I actually trusted the process and I actually listened to my instinct and my gut. But the first and the second one is, you see consistency, you see discipline. Two of them, they go hand in hand in life. Anything you're trying to achieve, as long as you're putting discipline there, as long as there's consistency there, you're good to go. Should be about gender equality too, where women are also given equal opportunities as the men in businesses. Most times they take the men more seriously than the women. I find it very unfair, because you're not even giving both of them equal opportunities to prove themselves. Be supported, be encouraged, not being underestimated. Give us our accolades. When we achieve something, don't try and say, oh, it was a man that did it for you. Nah, just clap for us.